Gentlemen, let me take you back to a moment that changed how I talk to my patients. A few years ago, I met John, a 64-year-old retired teacher, with a quick wit and a love for hiking. He came to my office looking like a shadow of himself, tired, quiet, and defeated. He confided that he was struggling with low energy, weaker erections, and a growing distance in his marriage. John thought, this was just what happens when you get older. He felt embarrassed, even ashamed to talk about it. But here's the truth. John's story isn't unique. If you're over 50 and feeling like your spark is fading, you're not alone. I'm Dr. Laura, a physician with 20 years of experience, and today I'm here to tell you that declining vitality doesn't have to define your life. Let's talk about why ignoring your health can steal your confidence, and more importantly, how you can take it back with simple science-backed steps. There's a dangerous myth out there, especially among men over 50, that fading energy, weaker sexual performance, or a dip in confidence is just part of aging. Society tells us to accept it, to tough it out, to not make a fuss. I'm here to challenge that head-on. Aging is natural, but losing your vitality isn't inevitable. Neglecting your health, whether it's poor diet, lack of exercise, or ignoring stress, can lead to serious consequences that go beyond the bedroom. They affect your heart, your mind, and your relationships. The good news, you have the power to change this, and it's easier than you might think. Let's break down what's at stake and how you can turn things around. Segment 1, Consequences of Neglecting Health. Let's get to the heart of the matter, pun intended. When you neglect your health, your body sends warning signals, and ignoring them can lead to real trouble. Here are 4 specific consequences, backed by science, that I see in my practice far too often. First, poor blood circulation. As we age, our blood vessels can stiffen, making it harder for blood to flow where it's needed, most like the heart, brain, and pelvic region. This reduced blood flow can weaken erections and even increase your risk of heart disease. Studies show that men with erectile dysfunction are up to 50% more likely to develop cardiovascular issues. It's a wake-up call. Second, hormonal imbalances. Testosterone naturally declines with age, but poor lifestyle choices like a diet, high in processed foods, or chronic stress can accelerate this drop. Low testosterone doesn't just affect libido. It saps your energy, weakens muscles, and can even cloud your mood, making you feel less like yourself. Third, chronic stress. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, a hormone that disrupts everything from sleep to sexual performance. High cortisol levels can shrink blood vessels, making it harder to maintain strong erections, and can even contribute to anxiety or depression. I've seen men in their 50s and 60s who are so stressed they barely recognize themselves. Finally, emotional disconnection. This one hits hard. When men struggle with vitality, they often pull away from their partners, not because they don't care, but because they feel inadequate or embarrassed. This creates a cycle. Less intimacy leads to more distance, which erodes relationships and self-esteem. It's not just a physical issue, it's deeply emotional. Segment 2, Patient Stories. Let me tell you about 2 men who walked this path. First, there's Mike, a 58-year-old retired firefighter. Mike was tough as nails, the kind of guy who never asked for help. But when he came to me, he admitted he was avoiding intimacy because he couldn't perform like he used. He said, "Doc, I feel like I'm failing my wife." It was heartbreaking because Mike's struggle wasn't just physical, it was eating away at his confidence. His blood pressure was high. He hadn't exercised in years, and stress from his transition to retirement was weighing him down. Then there's Robert, a 61-year-old accountant. Robert was different. He was active, ate fairly well, but still noticed his energy and libido slipping. He thought it was just old age and didn't want to bother anyone about it, but his wife noticed the change and it was straining their connection. Both Mike and Robert felt alone. But here's the thing, they weren't, and neither are you. With the right steps, both men turn things around, and I'll share how you can too. A segment, 3 solutions. Here's the empowering part. These issues are preventable and the solutions are grounded in science. You don't need expensive treatments or magic pills, just consistent, practical habits. Let's go through 3 steps you can start today to reclaim your vitality. Step 1, boost your circulation with natural foods. Take watermelon juice, for instance. It's rich in citrine and amino acid that relaxes blood vessels, improving blood flow to vital areas. Think of it like giving your circulatory system a tune-up. Studies show citrulline can improve erection quality in men with mild erectile dysfunction. Try a glass of fresh watermelon juice in the morning. It's refreshing and hydrates your body, which is critical for sexual health. Step 2, move your body to manage stress. You don't need to run a marathon. Just 10 to 15 minutes of daily movement, like a brisk walk or light strength training, can lower cortisol and boost testosterone. Exercise increases blood flow and releases endorphins, which lift your mood and energy. I had a patient, Tom, who started walking with his dog every evening. Within weeks, he felt more energized and confident, and his wife noticed the difference too. Step 3, prioritize sleep and nutrition. Aim for 78 hours of quality sleep each night. It's when your body repairs itself and balances hormones like testosterone. Pair this with nutrient-rich foods like pomegranate juice, which is packed with antioxidants that support heart health and circulation. One study found that men who drank pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks saw significant improvements in erection quality. Add a small glass to your morning routine and pair it with a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. These steps aren't about quick fixes. They're about building sustainable habits that restore your energy, confidence, and connection with your partner. Small changes done consistently lead to big results. Gentlemen, your vitality is worth fighting for. You deserve to feel strong, confident, and connected at any age. You're not alone in this, and you don't have to figure it out by yourself. Start with one small step today. Maybe it's a glass of watermelon juice, a short walk, or just talking openly with your partner. Those steps add up and they can transform your life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Type 1 if you're ready to take charge of your health, or 0 if you're still on the fence. I'm here for you either way. Hit the like button if this spoke to you, and share this video with a friend or loved one who might need a little encouragement. Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video on living stronger, healthier, and happier. You've got this, and I'm rooting for you every step of the way.